Shannon Collins.
Tim, nice to see you.
I told folks earlier, this is going to be like this Southern. You got everything that you need to make a classic Southern yummy. I'm just pointing out, just listen to this. This is all coming together on one plate.
It is.
What's this?
We've got some corn cakes.
I'm right there. You had me at that.
A little barbecue, pulled pork barbecue. Kentucky Proud beer cheese, fried banana peppers.
All on one plate, all at one time,
One
there?
One time.
Where did you come up with this idea?
This was actually an idea I did for the Lexington Women Chefs dinner series over at the Lexington Diner.
And I would say it was a hit.
It was a hit.
How could it not be?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the great thing about cooking is there are really no rules.
That is true.
If you like it and you can think about it and combine these flavors and tastes, why didn't I think of that?
Well,
you didn't tell me.
Next
but
time.
Now we know.
That's right.
Now I see on your shirt, Grace Cafe. I just happen to know that there's a new gig coming to town very shortly.
There is. It's
Tell
very
us about
exciting.
that, if you will.
Grace Cafe is going to be a pay-what-you-can community cafe.
Cool.
And what that means is basically, if you have a little bit extra money, you can pay a little extra for your meal. If you don't have too much money, you can pay what you can. And if you have no money, we're happy to serve you, give an hour of service.
And it's going to be good food.
Excellent food. This kind of food right here.
Oh, man. Now, what we've got, you've taken your corn cake and you've put in some beer cheese. And like that's not decadent enough.
I'm calling this Bluegrass Nachos.
Bluegrass Nachos, I like it. Then some barbecue. And then basically, what is your batter on these right here?
Got the Weisenberger fish batter on those.
And what do you call these again?
I call these Bluegrass Nachos.
Now, Grace Cafe.
Grace Cafe.
This is kind of a national idea. I think John Bon Jovi is kind of.
That's right. Up in New Jersey, Red Bank, there's a Soul Cafe that's pay what you can.
Wow. So folks come in for some good food, good quality
really good food.
And regardless of what they do for a job, how much money they make.
It breaks down all the socioeconomic barriers with good food.
If you have a big wallet full of cash and you want to help the next guy coming in, I like the concept.
I do too.
Now look at what you're doing here. That is just a beautiful,
appetizers,
idea.
snacks, anything.
Is that going to be on the menu?
It could be a special.
It could be a special. I think it is special. Now, on the side here, you've got something over here. I'm going to go ahead and give you some. Turn that on here. Now, let's talk about the fact that you've already put this together. It's a nasty day outside. If you listen real quietly, you can hear the rain on the roof. But what is this?
Well, this is Brussels sprouts, shaved Brussels sprouts, red delicious apple with a little bit of
Brussels sprouts and apple.
Apple cider vinegar.
Where you're going.
And we're going to add a little bacon to that because bacon doesn't hurt anything.
Now, explain to me how you put this together.
All right, what I did, I had some Brussels sprouts. And you can either use a cheese grater, you can use a knife if you got the skills for it, or a mandolin. Slice those.
Don't slice your finger off.
Don't slice your finger off.
We don't want human parts in our meal. I've done that too.
You can do this at home. It's really easy. I got a bag of the Brussels sprouts at Kroger.
Gotcha.
And I just added about 5 apples, sliced up, about a quarter to a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and about a half of a pound of bacon.
And that's it. Just combine all these.
Just simple good. That's where I'm
look what we got here. You know what? I've seen the things that you put out. I want you to put that out there.
Okay, you got it.
Because you're the artiste. Now I ran into you cooking on a big green egg.
We did.
And we got to talking, and you had some lamb, and I had some lamb. And I got to looking at your lamb, and it looked better than my lamb. I said, we got to get you on the show. And it took a while. It took a while.
No, I love your show. I think it's fabulous.
Well, we're having so much fun with it.
It brings awareness.
We love to share ideas like this with everybody.
There we go.
Look at that.
Snacks.
Grace Cafe is going to be in Danville.
Grace Cafe will be in Danville.
It's going to be opening.
We are hoping for a summer opening. We're going to be located at the former Mermaids building.
Very good. And you can have stuff like this right here.
We'll have things like this. We're going to have a daily, weekly revolving menu. So whatever the farmers bring us is what we will put out, farm to table.
All local. Wonderful. Oh my God. Now let's see if I can get all this on one fork.
One bite.
Wow. That's just super. All right, let me repeat what she did here. Classic corn cakes with beer cheese.
With beer cheese.
Then barbecue.
Right.
And deep fried.
It's as if we took, the Mexican nachos, Kentuckified it, and deconstructed and rebuilt it into our own state nachos, Bluegrass.
Oh my god. Oh my.
It's good stuff. It's good
Oh
stuff.
my. One more time, Grace Cafe.
Grace Cafe,
Danville, Kentucky.
Danville, Kentucky.
Look it up on the computer.
Coming up this summer.
Come on down and see these guys.
Please do.
Pay what you can. Mm-hmm. You had a big payday?
Give us a little extra.
You just sold a bunch of chickens? Give them a little extra?
Right.
If you don't,
What
come
you
on out
can.
anyway.
Right.
And get stuff like this.
Please come.
I'll be there.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Happy to see you.
Now, here's what we've done. We've taken a little fresh oregano, fresh basil, fresh rosemary. Where have we seen this before? And some garlic. Let's just finally cut that up. It doesn't have to be real terribly fine, and we're gonna put that, and if I had to guess, I would say, a tablespoon of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of basil, big tablespoon of oregano, and 3 cloves of garlic. And we don't have to make this, you could put this in a food processor, but obviously we don't exactly have a food processor out here. We're gonna mix that up in olive oil and just make a little pesto out of it. All right, while you're cutting and chopping away, look at that.
Yum. That looks delicious.
At that. Now this is the kind of thing that I love to put right on an open fire, right on the open flame, right over the top of the hickory, and then just pick it up and just eat it. It's just
That's
absolutely
delicious.
wonderful. Look at that. Look how lean that is. These are young goats that are so healthy. There's absolutely no smell to this meat. It's absolutely sweet. If you're not trying it, you're missing out, and that's all I've got to say about that. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a little salt and a little pepper. A little bit of salt on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a little tiny bit of the Cavender's Greek seasoning on it. This has some amazing flavors in it.
That's good seasoning.
I'm gonna put that on both sides. And while we're
do you
approaching, oh, that looks perfect. That looks beautiful. Now we're gonna take that and just basically put that in that little dish.
Right. There you go.
Now look at there. Look at those wonderful flavors and the smells coming out of there. Then we're just gonna take our olive oil and we're just gonna drizzle that over it till it's thick enough to make a paste. I love cooking like this because you have to coordinate and try to get everything to come together at the same time.
And the smells.
Oh, the smells. Except for the smoke,
Well,
which
yeah.
has got in only your eyes.
That's right, it's coming to me.
Smoke, oh, beauty.
That's so
So
sweet.
we got everything rolling here, but let's take a break for just a second. A few weeks ago, my sweet little mom, who is a poet,
Yes, she is.
she's won all kinds of awards on a state level, I think national level, and people really loved Mom's poetry. I knew they would.
Yeah.
So here's another quick one from my mom.
Music on the place. Granddad would lift his fiddle from a dark and battered case, while Dad would tune his guitar. There was music on the place. My uncle played the banjo, and he set a lively pace. The neighbors all came running. There was music on the place. They played on through the evening, a smile on every face. How happy these occasions. There was music on the place. The old house now is silent, just lonely, empty space. Only memories bear witness there was music on the place.
At Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen, we love to cook on the original Salt Rocks grilling plate. Perfect for your use on your grill, in your oven, on your cooktop, or at a campfire. Using Salt Rocks grilling plates makes an ordinary meal extraordinary. You cannot get it wrong. For exceptional tasting meats, vegetables, fruits, sweets, and more, start cooking with the original Salt Rocks grilling plate now. Order online at www.saltrocks.com or visit timfarmerscountrykitchen.com and visit our store.